So you may have been searching for testimonials or more information on NAD, and I've been using NAD in the clinic for about 8 years now, and I've seen some real miraculous turnarounds. People who have been through rehab 2 or 3 times, spent $30,000 each time, came out feeling so much worse, or really not much better, and still had the cravings for the medication. So those people, I'd say a good 20% were miracles, and other times people felt better, but they really felt like there was still some lingering symptoms. So we've really modified our use of IV NAD with various other therapies, other IVs, addressing underlying biochemical and hormonal issues, purification therapies, and now the results are much better than before. So why in some cases does NAD not work for people? Remember that with the cell, the residues are inside, and the cell has to kick those out through active transport. So the decreased production of ATP by the mitochondria is one reason why it does not work. The mitochondria require more than NAD. NAD is fantastic for increasing what's called the Krebs cycle inside the mitochondria. But still, okay, you can speed it up, but then the NAD after the IV, there's to some extent some NAD left over, but it's not going to last forever. So if these mitochondria are not fed the nutrients they require, the person is going to be back for more NAD after about a month or 2 months, because their symptoms are returning because the mitochondria are not being fed. Other reasons why NAD can be less effective is because of the body being full of toxins, other toxins in the body. The 3 primary reasons why people end up going to their doctor and end up getting a prescription, primarily 3 things, 3 causes. One is that every cell in the body requires nutrients to function optimally. Not just the mitochondria, but other parts of the cell require nutrients, especially the cell membrane requires nutrients. So nutrient deficiencies is one reason why NAD is going to be suboptimal in its benefits. So that has to do with the kind of food a person is eating. Are they digesting their food completely? Is the gut healthy enough to assimilate the nutrients from their food? And all these factors are one reason why people develop symptoms and go to their physician, because they're not feeling well. Second reason is because of, again, environmental toxins, exposure through what we eat, what we drink, what we breathe, what passes through our skin, and then medications, residues from medications. That's the second cause of why people develop symptoms. Third reason is often related to low-grade silent infections, which can include bacteria, including spirochetes, chronic viral infections, and mold. And a lot of people don't understand or know that part of their symptoms are due to mold. And their doctor, their physician, is never going to make the connection. Most physicians are never going to make the connection between physical mental symptoms and mold. So all of those 3 causes have to be considered, and getting those in balance, and then the benefits from NAD will hold. And there's many other things, like suboptimal thyroid hormones. I see it all the time. And they say, their doc said, I'm fine, my thyroid's normal, but if you look at their labs, all their hormones are near the low end of that lab reference range, and is not sending any, L or high, whatever it may be, that's saying that there's something abnormal. Blood sugar dysregulation. People are all over the place with their blood sugar. You can get back a fairly normal fasting glucose, but you do another test called HA1C or glycosylated hemoglobin, you look at where their average blood sugar is, and they're dipping into hypoglycemia all the time. So that's another thing. So liver function, metabolism of waste products, there's so many other things that are causing symptoms, and usually the underlying cause of thyroid issues, blood sugar dysregulation, liver function, etc., is because of those 3 causes. The thyroid cells are not getting the nutrients they need. Iodide, selenium, zinc, iron, all those nutrients required on the assembly line of making thyroid hormones. So don't think that NAD is the miracle cure, because it is amazing, but you've got to take into consideration all these other factors of why a person is not feeling well.